Hey yo, what up, Fight World? It's your boy Boxing Fanatic. I'm back with another one. Let's get into this. David Benavidez responded to Canelo Alvarez about him saying that he won $150 to $200 million to fight David Benavidez. Check out what David Benavidez had to say. Roll the clip.
I'm not scared of nobody. I've hurt everybody that's been in front of me, and Canelo's no different. And I will hurt him too, and I'll take all his belts. It's crazy that he asked for $150 million or $200 million to fight me, but he still has the nerve to say that I don't bring nothing to the table. So if I didn't bring nothing to the table, why are you asking
for that much?
For more money than you won in your whole career if I don't mean anything? Maybe after he gets that money, he can buy himself a pair of balls. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, the people I'm getting frustrated, I just want to fight the best.
What do you think? I don't want to fight with Juan Mexico or Benavidez. But look,
wow.
I hear his dad talking a lot of shit. But look, what he's accomplished nothing.
Well, would you like fighters like Benavidez and other fighters? He obviously needs some more time to recover. You know, I suppose.
No more question because I'm a little mad.
I've earned my title shot, and I've earned to the people. I've earned the respect from the people. So now let's make the fight happen.
In the end of the day, you never know. Somebody might even put down that money and make the fight happen.
If you think about the super middleweight division, I'm the top.
Yeah.
Other than Canelo, I've been taking out everybody that put in front of me. I've been a vicious champion for a long, long time, and you know I've won my shots. You know, I've earned my respect. Now the only thing that's keeping me from being champion is Canelo. You know, he doesn't want to give me the shot at the title because I've been the #1 contender for the past 3 years, and the dude is holding up all the belts. So we're going up, fighting for another belt, 175, and then
1 2 1 2 1 2.
As you just heard, David Benavidez responded to Canelo Alvarez about $150 to $200 million. Well, looks like David Benavidez trying to do something at 175 pounds, which he is. He's got a doubleheader. He's fighting Alexander Usyk on the Gervonta Tank Davis versus Frank Martin fight card, June 15th. And he said he want the winner out of Dmitry Bivol and Arthur Beterbiev, which he's looking to defeat Alexander Vostok, which is, coming up June 15th. That's going to be a good fight. I know Alexander Vostok, he ended up stopping my guy Adonis Stevenson. He gave Adonis Stevenson that brain injury, which Adonis Stevenson was a hell of a fighter at 175. He was trying to fight Kovalev, but Kovalev kept dodging the fade, and he went on to fight, a bunch of, everybody. You might always say he was knocking everybody out, stopping everybody. He was just left-handed, dominant. Some great skill, great techniques. Man, I would have just loved to see, my guy get back into it, but unfortunately he can't. So, David Benavidez responding to Canelo Alvarez, and you're gonna have a lot of Canelo Alvarez fans, saying that, David Benavidez is just saying this and saying that. And you just heard David Benavidez say he's been his mentor for the last 3 years. Canelo Alvarez don't want to fight the man. Why? Now Canelo Alvarez moving the goalposts further and further back, saying he want this much money. Yeah, I understand why Canelo want that much, because he know that's going to be his last fight, and that he's not going to be able to make that much money anymore. And he know that David Benavidez is going to stop him, like David Benavidez said, going to stop him. He's going to hurt him like everybody else. Well, I know Canelo Alvarez been in there with some tough fighters, such as Dmitry Bivol, and you've seen what Dmitry Bivol did to him. He made Canelo Alvarez look like, I don't want to say an amateur, but he just did some things to Canelo Alvarez to frustrate Canelo, had Canelo just befuddled. You know what I'm saying? And I can see David Benavidez doing the same thing to Canelo Alvarez. That would be a great fight. I don't know if he'll be able to stop Canelo Alvarez, but it would be one of Canelo's toughest fights. I think his toughest fight besides, the fight with Floyd Mayweather and Dmitry Bivol. And we seen what Floyd did to him. He dominated. We seen what Dmitry Bivol did to him. He dominated. And there was a lot of other fighters that did some great things to Canelo Alvarez, like Lara. He made Canelo Alvarez look pitiful. And but we seen what Canelo Alvarez was able to do. But it is what it is. To put the politics of boxing got in the way of that, because they wanted him to face Floyd, and when Floyd beat him, Floyd said that he would become champion again. And after Floyd defeated him, he went on to become champion for at least 10 to 11 years plus after he lost to Floyd. Then he lost again to Dimitri Bivol. And I understand, I don't see why they still got this man as the face of boxing and still calling shots like he ain't just lose. When a fighter can do that, take a loss and still call shots just because he's got all 4 belts at 168 pounds, which Dimitri Bivol said that he'll come back down to face Canelo Alvarez and face him at 168 pounds, but Canelo Alvarez still consisted on fighting him at 175 pounds. Then once Eddie Hearns presented him that fight, then what Canelo Alvarez do? He left to come back to PBC, thought he was going to get some easy money, and boom. Al Heyman said that he got to fight such and such for this amount, and then Canelo Alvarez wasn't happy with that amount. He ran back and thought that he was going to get another fight with Jaime Munguia and Edgar Berlanga, which he still had already signed that 3-year contract with Al Heyman, which, this is going to be his second fight, and that third fight could be against David Benavidez. Well, no, we got to wait and see. We still got David Morrell that can fight Canelo Alvarez, which I know he's not going to fight him. Let's just hope the Saudi Arabians can, put up this money and call Canelo bluff and see if he'd be willing to take that fight. I don't think he'll take that fight. But he say he'll take that fight, as you just heard in his press conference against Jaime Munguia, that David Benavidez got it off. Any promoter that's willing to put up $150,000 to $200,000, $1 million to face David Benavidez, he'll fight him. But I don't think he'll do it. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this whole, debacle of Canelo Alvarez throwing up all of this, nonsense that he's saying. I think he's afraid. I think he...